Hello guys, this is Glenn from Sydney CBD Repair Centre, and today we have our frequently repaired model in the shop right now. This is an ROG Phone 3 from ASUS that needs a new screen. Let's go! So right here, we're gonna try to open up this ROG Phone 3 by lifting up this back cover. It is held on by adhesive, but it can be easily removed by agitating the adhesive with alcohol. And then we're gonna remove the screws that are holding on to the motherboard shroud, and of course the heatsink on the side. Heatsink is an aluminum material. We can remove that and expose the thermal paste that are making contact to the processor and the GPU. And then we're gonna remove the shroud here. This is now a common routine for David because the ROG Phone 3 is becoming more common here in the shop. So it's now easier for him to do some routine checkups, diagnosis, and of course disassembly. We're going to remove the connectors that are holding on to the board so we can extract it and lift it up from the main chassis. The front camera, the SIM card tray, the antenna cables. So after this one, we can safely remove and lift up the main board. It is one piece, and this is what I like about this device, although it can be very dangerous if you try to force it out. So extreme precaution is necessary if you want to do this on your own. So this type of repair is kind of complicated for a novice or for even intermediate repair technicians, or for those who wanted to know how to fix their own smartphones. But it can be done, although you need to have the proper tools and of course the proper knowledge on how to remove certain stuff like this one. This is the main part that we're gonna replace. It's also held on the adhesive, and by the looks of this is not the stock adhesives, so we're going to remove this, and this is supposed to be like black, and this is an indication that this has been repaired before. We're going to transplant this part from the old display and of course put fresh adhesives. This is a liquid glue. We're using liquid glue here in the shop because it's easier, because sometimes some smartphone models don't have those cutout adhesive strips that are more convenient and of course advisable. This one is also a go-to and it works all the time. And we're going to install this new display. So never mind if it's gunky right now, we're just going to clean it off later. Those are the glue residue on the sides. And right now we're gonna focus on the reassembly process. This is the main board, it goes in first. And if you noticed, we didn't have to remove the battery, which is good. So less work for David. And now we're gonna put the stuff here and perform the whole reassembly process. So there's no really way to test it out while the phone is open. We have to reassemble everything so that we can see if the screen is even working. But sometimes David really has the gut feeling that all the repairs are gonna go smoothly. So if you have an ROG Phone 3 that you have thrown to the wall because you lost the game, or you just dropped it on the floor on accident, you can go to Sydney CBD Repair Centre and we'll fix the broken gaming smartphone for you. If you want to do this on your own, you will take a bit more time and effort. David mostly did this in under an hour. So the experience factor is really gonna help you out in this case. We're almost done. Just a few screws. I'm gonna test it, see if it works. And it does. Pretty nice. So the gunk on the side, we just wipe it off. And then we're gonna proceed now to the testing. Before we close up the device, of course, we can test some components as long as the client allows us. Sometimes the client doesn't want us to unlock the smartphone, that's okay. But sometimes you can test the camera from the lock screen. Here, cameras are okay, no dirt on the lens. So we're gonna proceed now to the screwing of the motherboard shroud to cover up the device. And here is the final step. Press in the back cover. And we're done. So just as promised, for those of you who are bothered by this gunk, we're gonna clean this off with a damp cloth, wipe it off. It's easier. And a freebie, tempered glass. Of course, if you can get one, we highly advise that you get one for your smartphone because it can definitely help you out. If you accidentally drop your smartphone, you can absorb the impact and of course avoid scratches if you want to resell your device. Overall, it doesn't really change the user experience because it's still glass, unlike those plastic covers that can easily get scratched and get sticky over time. Here there's dust under the display. David is just lifting it up, giving it another go, lining it up. This is the most tricky part for me, lining up the tempered glass. And you can see there's still some dust trapped underneath the tempered glass. We're just gonna lift it up again. If you want to do this on your own, be careful not to do this a lot of times because it can affect the adherence of the tempered glass to the phone if you do this like 5 times. And now we're done. ROG Phone 3 fixed. Join us next time, guys. Till next time. Cheers.
If you want your smartphone fixed for a very reasonable price, you may contact Sydney CBD Repair Centre. We also provide mail-in repair services for customers outside of Australia or Sydney. Just message us so we can arrange the shipping of your device.